What's going on, you guys? It's Drew with Profit Monsters coming back at you with another video from the office of my buddy It's Just Corey. So make sure you go follow him if you like live streaming and gaming on Facebook and Mixer. Today I'm bringing you guys a video where I am going to do a intro for beginners to Poshmark and show you guys and tell you guys what I've learned and how the platform works and if it's worth it for you if you want to be a clothing reseller to start Poshmark. Now, what you're going to see is pretty much primarily all on the computer, but the main source of Poshmark for me is my phone, and I use the Poshmark app. And what looks like I had a video on my phone, but is the Poshmark app, which kind of looks like this. So let me see if I can, right there. So you'll see like the Poshmark app right here, and it's got the items for sale and stuff like that. So I primarily do all my Poshmark listings on my phone just because I take pictures with my phone for my clothing. However, I do my shares on the computer because it's way faster, and I'll get into that here right now. So let's just jump right in. I'm already logged into my Poshmark, but if you want to, you can just pretty much create an account. It's super easy and it's free, which is really cool, and you can start listing stuff or buying stuff right away. First disclaimer that I want to make is Poshmark does charge a 20% fee for every item that you sell, unlike eBay, which is 10 to 12% with PayPal included. However, Poshmark takes care of all the shipping costs, so you don't have to worry about shipping, charging or collecting for shipping. You just charge the price of the item, and then Poshmark collects the shipping charge, and you just print out a label. It goes right to your email address, which is awesome. So when someone buys something from your closet on Poshmark, you get an email for an item that's sold, and you just print out the label and it's done. So I love the simplicity of Poshmark with that. And to me, it's worth the 20% to cross list my stuff because I'm selling stuff on this platform that I wouldn't normally sell on eBay necessarily, or that aren't getting in front of the right audience. So let's go right here. The first thing that you'll see, if I can get this up, is my closet right here at the top. So if you click my closet, it'll show you currently where I'm at with my Poshmark stats, if you will. And right now I have 575 listings. Now, not all of those are active listings because when something sells, it still shows as a listing, but it's sold. So I probably have close to 525, maybe 530 listings that are active right now. And I'm slowly getting better at organizing it, but like right now you can see this is my closet. So I've got pants and shorts, and then I've got a couple random things, shorts, and then I get into some jackets here. These are all items that I'm selling, you know, puffer jackets, jean jackets, sweaters, pullovers, and you can see what my price is and the description right there. So just to jump into something here, I'll just pick this right here. This is a Michael Kors jacket. So this is what it looks like online when you look at the listing. It'll be very similar on your phone, but on your phone, it's not going to show you the whole thing right here with the description on the right. You're going to have to scroll all the way down through the pictures to see the description. So like, for example, my description on this says women's Michael Kors puffer zip-up jacket with gold accents and zippers in excellent condition. No flaws or stains. Main zipper is off to the side slightly for a more modern look than a normal puffer. The length of the jacket, top to bottom, is 32 inches and armpit to armpit, or width, is 18 inches. So being a clothing reseller, one of the big things that I learned is you have to provide measurements for everything that you sell. If you are not providing measurements, people are going to ask for it, and it's just going to become a headache. So take the extra 10 to 20 seconds that it takes to take the two measurements, armpit to armpit and shoulder to hem. And if you really want to get serious, you can, you know, do sleeve length and, you know, neck length, things like that. But I do armpit to armpit, or width, and shoulder to hem, top to bottom. And that seems to be pretty sufficient for most buyers. And then you can see the category and then the color, and it'll show you, like, I've recently dropped the price. I think I had it at $99 and I lowered it to $85, but this is like a $179 jacket new at like Bloomingdale's or Macy's or something like that. So that's why you see like this $179 price, because Poshmark will give you the option to put the original list price and then your list price. And some stuff you'll see that I have the original list price and some stuff I don't. And that's just because like if it's a really beat up used item, I pretty much won't do anything with that. But in a case like this, that was a nicer jacket, a nicer item, and I want to show people the kind of discount that they're getting by buying it from me. Now, going back up here to the top, I have 7,389 shares. And what that means is I have shared my closet to my followers on Poshmark 7,389 times. So what that typically looks like, and let me just say all this also, Poshmark is a grind. So especially when you're just starting out, but it is starting to pay off. So I'm really enjoying the platform. But for example, when you want to share something on the computer, you're going to click this little button on the bottom right of an item, and then you're just going to click to my followers, and you'll see it says shared successfully right there on the top. Now, everybody that follows me is going to get kind of updated when they open up their Poshmark app that I've shared that item. Now, why is this important? Well, it's important because every time you share to your followers, it updates your item on the feed. So let's just look at this one, for example, Champion Mesh Athletic Shorts, right? So if you go to the feed and then you go to search listings, you can type in Champion Mesh Athletic Shorts, right? Now this is a very specific, it didn't take the full thing. Hold on. Champion Mesh Athletic Shorts. I am very bad at typing, so sorry. If you search for that, you can see that somebody else has already shared a pair of Champion Mesh Shorts in the time frame that I shared mine and then just searched for it, which is 20 to 30 seconds. So Poshmark is constantly having other people share their items. And I bet if I refresh it again, not yet. So this item specifically is a little bit better, but you can see if somebody types in Champion Mesh Shorts, my item is going to come up on the top of the search. And so someone has to be looking for that specific product, of course, but that's the important thing about, sharing your items is it boosts it to the top of the search ranks every time you do. And there are hundreds of thousands of users on Poshmark that are doing this all day, every day. And there are also virtual assistants that are doing it. You can pay for them. Let's do another example here. Okay, these are Tommy Hilfiger board shorts, swim trunks is my description. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share it, and then all I'm going to do is type in Tommy Hilfiger, and we'll see how it goes. So I shared it, and we'll wait 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So within 10 seconds, now I'm going to do Tommy Hilfiger. I'm not going to type in shorts. Within 10 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Tommy Hilfiger items have been shared with the keywords Tommy Hilfiger. I mean, that's how fast Poshmark is moving. So if you're trying to be on Poshmark, you have to be extremely active in their platform, and that's why they've created it this way, is they want you to stay on their platform to help to sell more and to buy stuff as well. Now, obviously, I don't buy anything, but I'm just a seller. But you can see how quickly, and I bet if I refresh again, we're 12. Now we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56, 60, 64. I mean, within seconds, I mean, look at how much Tommy Hilfiger stuff got shared within that time frame, and my shorts are still not here. There they are right there. That's almost 100 listings within less than a minute that got shared with the tag Tommy Hilfiger. And Tommy Hilfiger is a big brand, so that's expected. So people aren't going to see it unless you're constantly sharing it. Now, I share my stuff 2 to 3 times a day, all my items, and sometimes that's not even good enough for people to find because it gets moved so far down based on brand. You know, someone has to type in, let's see if we type in Tommy Hilfiger shorts, where we go. So 8, 12, 16, 20. We're like 20 something in shorts for Tommy Hilfiger shorts, but some of these are Tommy Hilfiger short sleeve shirt. So short is going to come up. Tommy Hilfiger swim. Let's see. There's 4 other Tommy Hilfiger swim items that have been shared since I've done this. So you can see how fast the platform moves with items. So that's why you got to constantly kind of share stuff. Now, there's some really cool things with Poshmark. This might become a multiple part series because I want to keep this video kind of short for you guys. But that's the basics of how that works. When you list an item, you share it and it keeps getting boosted to the top of the feed, and you got to keep sharing it if you want it to stay on top. Now, there's so many users that you'll never stay on top, even if you shared it 100 times a day, unless it's like a random item that doesn't have a lot of following. But like, I mean, you're talking Nike, Adidas, Billabong, Under Armour. You know, these brands are things that people are constantly searching for and shopping for, and there's hundreds of thousands of listings, like I said. So some of this stuff is a little more specific, some of it's not, and you can see some of my pictures are older, some of them are newer. The ones that are like this right here, where it's just the pants, those are older listings that I need to update the pictures a little bit to make them a little bit better. But like these ones are newer listings where I've seen a lot of people fold the jeans like this and they tend to do better. They look cleaner and things like that. But I've got all sorts of stuff. I've got ties, hats, dresses, belt buckles, purses, you know, shorts, pants, shirts, all of it. And I'm cross-posting it from eBay to Poshmark for the most part. Now, another thing to know is followers and following. Followers are people who follow you on Poshmark, and you typically get that by following other people back. Just like on Instagram, it's kind of like the follow for follow method. And what followers do is sometimes they'll share your stuff, or it helps get you more recognized in your items, because people will share it and then it'll move to their followers and to their followers. I've heard some things, good and bad, that having a lot of followers doesn't mean much. You just got to constantly share your stuff. But I know that you have to have a certain amount of followers and things like that to become a Poshmark ambassador, which I might talk about in part 2, because as a beginner, you really don't need to know that. It doesn't really affect you that much as far as like sales are concerned or anything. And then following. So 30,000 people are people that I have clicked on their name and I have selected to follow them. And typically the way I do that is I just go to, I don't normally do it on the computer. So let's see, following. So these are all people that I follow on Poshmark, which doesn't really mean anything to me because I don't shop, but most of the time they'll follow back. So let's just click this first person, resale 116, right? So this is their Poshmark store. Typically, okay, so they've got 146 listings, 25,000 shares, 97,000 followers, and they're following 321K people, 321,000 followers. So now if I go to their followers, I can see that I'm not following these people, and they may follow me back and share my items. There's one person that I'm following that just happens to be right. So sometimes when you're starting off, you just got to sit here and go through hundreds and hundreds of people and follow them so that they'll follow you back. And then that's how your kind of Poshmark following grows, if you will. And obviously the more people that follow you and you follow, you can get a bigger reach out every time you share an item. But typically, my experience so far has not been that great with actual follows and following, but I'm still constantly doing it because it's kind of like part of Poshmark's algorithm. So I'm staying consistent in following people and letting people follow me, or seeing people come in and follow me as it grows my my reach. So, you know, you can see like some of these people I'm already following and some of them I'm not. But sometimes I'll sit here for 30 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever, and I'll just follow some people, and then you'll see like my news feed. I don't know if this froze or what. There we go. You'll see my news feed will go, like right now it's at 9, and if I refresh the page, nothing happened really that quickly. But then it'll show me like now these people are now following me, and this may be someone I am following or I'm not following. So this is a new person that is probably given to me from being a Poshmark ambassador. New people get Poshmark will automatically follow people. But Poshmark's really cool because you can search for anything you want. Like if you want to type in Nike or vintage Nike windbreaker, and now this is going to be a really popular item, but you can see right here, like these are all recently shared or they wouldn't pop up, but there's some really cool ones in here if you're looking, and you can see I've got a couple of windbreakers, but they're not going to be anywhere near this because Nike is so top of the line that there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that have Nike windbreakers or windbreakers or vintage in their title. So all that kind of stuff is going to come up based on shares. So, I mean, like, check this thing out. This is super cool. Like this big swoosh jacket right here, 150 bucks. Or you can make an offer. This will say, you know, people can comment down below if they're interested in the item or if they have questions. Like this person said that's selling it will say reasonable offers are considered. This person said, I'm not paying 150, was wondering if that's your only offer. And someone messaged back and said, feel free to send your offer and I'll either accept or decline. So like you can communicate through Poshmark on an item before you make an offer on it or you actually purchase it. So that's pretty cool. But like, you know, some people use models, some people just take pictures in front of a mirror. And for me, I take all my photos on the ground. Some people hang them, as you can see right here. I don't think that this looks as good because like the sleeves are kind of hanging. You can't see the full detail of the shirt when as if it's like on the ground, for example. Like even these ones, these are hangers, but let me see if I can find one on the ground here. Like this. This is how I like to kind of push my images. So you can really see the full jacket. And just really cool there. You can also like items, almost like how you like someone's post on Facebook. But overall, Poshmark has been really well for me as far as there are lots of other options too. Like you can run campaigns on Poshmark. You can edit brands or set your closet up by category. But as far as like sales are concerned, I'm consistently making sales. I'm probably averaging 1 to 2 sales a day on Poshmark. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. Like yesterday, I didn't have any Poshmark sales. Today, I haven't had any yet. But some days I have 4 or 5 Poshmark sales. And there's also this thing, this will be the last thing I'll talk about in this video, is bundling. You can bundle items from the same person's closet. So let's say you were looking at my closet and you wanted to buy multiple pairs of Levi's because I had the size you wanted or something. You can bundle those in a lot, and then you can make an offer for a discounted price for buying multiple items, and you'll save on shipping because Poshmark has a flat rate shipping rate. So for any items, I believe, I don't want to say it if I'm wrong, but I think it's up to 10 pounds of items, 5 to 10 pounds. It's the same flat rate of, I believe, $6.74. Now, again, I'm a Poshmark newbie. I've only been doing Posh for about 1 to 2 months. So this is kind of just my experience, my opinions. So take that for what it's worth. I'm no expert. I'm not telling you how to run a Poshmark closet or anything like that. I'm sure there are people that are making way more sales than me that have been doing it for less time, but just wanted to share my experience with you guys. The bundle feature is really cool because people can go into your store though and add multiple products. Like if they want these Reebok basketball shorts and these Adidas basketball shorts, and I have them listed for $10 and $20, they can offer me $20 for both pairs, you know, and I might accept that offer, you know, to make 2 sales, technically, going to the same person. So that's kind of like an intro to Poshmark to show you guys what it's kind of doing. The listings, the shares, the followers are kind of like the 3 big things there. But you do have to consistently share your items. You know, you have to sit on the computer and do this with every item you have. And since I have 500 plus listings, you know, I have to sit here. It takes me about 17 to 18 minutes to go through every item and share like this, you know, and refresh it to the top of that category, you know, hoping that someone will see it. And so that can be gruesome for some people where eBay is more just set it, forget it. I like how active Poshmark requires you to be because it kind of makes you actually like work for your money. Now, there are some things like virtual assistants that you can hire to do this for you, which I'm actually looking into because I'm getting to the point where I don't want to share my closet anymore. Because I'm listing on multiple platforms now. And it's looking like it's going to cost me about $5 a day. So if I can make 1 sale a day from the virtual assistant doing the shares for me, then it would be absolutely worth it. So I'm going to take that risk. I'm going to try it for a month and see how it works. There's, you know, no contract or anything like that. And I'll let you guys know. I'll make a video about that as well. But I hope this helped you guys if you're considering Poshmark or if it's something you want to look into. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button and like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much for being part of the Profit Monsters YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate your support. It means the world to me that you enjoy my content and that it's helping you or it's entertaining you or a combination of the both. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace money!